Hi, fans. Thanks for calling and checking in on the Dreaded D Rose report. I ain't been on here for a while. Give me a break. The wife was home. She had me doing stuff out in the yard and around the house, and man, she's back to work. I'm back to kind of normal. Hey, for those wondering about the Hall of Famer Ric Flair backstage for last night's Raw in Green Bay, he wasn't there. But the recent split between the women's champion Charlotte is not the last we've seen of Flair. He's still being booked to be involved in her current storyline. I think he's going to go with Dana. I would too. And the Hatch teaser, if you've been watching that, ended up being Goldberg for the WWE 2K17 video game, which comes out, by the way, on October 25th. Goldberg's going to be a playable character in the game. He is being advertised as a pre-order bonus. So order it ahead of time, you'll get it. IGN spoke with Goldberg on the set of his new WWE 2K17 commercial, and he answered some questions. It says Goldberg says he's being featured in the 2K17 video game as an honor. That's hard to be able to put in words because of the footsteps he's going to be following in. Says it's a huge honor and not to be taken, seriously. He also mentioned he would love to wrestle Sting again, and talks about a potential match that fans can create in the video game, of course. And regards to who would play himself if he wanted to beat himself, he said Brock Lesnar, because Lesnar's the only one who might have a chance to beat him. He said Undertaker might have a shot, but he's getting up there in age, just like Goldberg. And when asked about matches he would like to recreate, he mentioned Sting and says that the match against Diamond Dallas Page at Halloween Havoc, says it was his best match by far. And like I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I didn't know he really had too much of a best match. They're always real short, and not much wrestling in it, just a lot of beating. WWE announced Becky Lynch taking on Charlotte in a non-title match for Thursday's episode of SmackDown. Is also going to be a segment of AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson addressing why they slapped the crap out of John Cena. Zack Ryder tweeted the following after his non-title loss to U.S. champion Rusev last night's Raw. He goes, darn it. Sasha Banks commented, I don't know what he said, but Sasha Banks commented on SmackDown going live and says she's open to end up on the blue brand because that's her favorite. I don't know if it's her favorite color or the favorite show, but Enzo Amore, Big Cass, is going to be on Jonathan Coachman's guest for Off the Rope segment, ESPN Sports Center tomorrow night. And noted, study about Goldberg. He had of course, they got announced. I don't know why they did the hashtag Hatch, but anyway. Cesaro and Mark Henry and Goldberg himself, they were doing tweets all day yesterday, or all evening. Mark Henry's excited about him coming. And in a video, Sami Zayn talks about, I got the video clip, by the way, of Goldberg over on the Diamond Dan webpage, Facebook page. Anyway, he talks about going live, and it's been a long time coming, which I think SmackDown's been live before a couple times. Anyway, he talks about new talent getting the chance and says he will make the most of going to Raw or SmackDown, but feels like there's a lot more room for growth with the big blue brand, which is probably true. WWE issued a Twitter poll last night about Raw with about 8,400 votes. 54% gave the show thumbs up, but they never tell you how much was the thumbs down. You got to do that subtraction yourself. But they just can't get over that a little bit over 50% liking the show. Well, that's terrible that 46 didn't like it. It's not good. And tonight's main event SmackDown taping is going to be taking place from the BMO Harris Center, Rockford, Illinois, and confirmed, of course, is going to be Becky Lynch and Charlotte, the women's champion, taking on each other in a non-title match, which you know what's going to happen there, right? And the club is going to explain why they beat John Cena. Other people are going to be there as Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose, Usos, the usual suspects. I think I might ask you guys what you thought about the brand split. Do you think it's going to make the 54% for SmackDown? Well, I don't know how to do Raw. You think they can get over 50%, 54% thumbs up? I don't know. And They're going to deplete NXT roster, bring them up and put them on the shows, which is going to be great for those people down there. But just want to get your opinion. What do you think? How you think the future's looking? Is it going to be a bust after maybe a year, like the other time they did the brand split and start weeding people over? Or maybe once a year, maybe they'll have another draft and switch people around, which was a good idea, but it never did work. I don't know why it just didn't work. But anyway, the reason I haven't been on here for a while, by the way, just to throw this out, I usually do my show on my phone. I had it on the trunk of the car last week, I think it was Monday or so, backed up, went out of the driveway, backing down the driveway. And I had the phone on the trunk. It fell off onto the concrete driveway, face up. And then the tires, front and back tire on that one side, of course, ran over the phone twice. And I didn't even know, I forgot I left it on the trunk. And then when I pulled back in, when I got home again, I ran over it twice again. So I ran over this phone 4 times, and that sucker still worked. It didn't look good. The back was all cracked and broke, but I got that part fixed. But the lens on the camera was broke, the cover anyway, and I couldn't do my show. So anyway, other than the phone being broke and my wife, well, she kind of broke too, but I'm back. Sorry. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.